Hello.
Hey, Deandre, right in front of you. So the last time we spoke to you was, I guess, a couple of months ago now. Just wondered what that time has been like for you as you've talked to your new teammates, to your coach, and just how that's made you think about your role entering this season.
I'm truly excited to be here. Everything counts, and you could feel the pressure through the door. This team wants to win the championship.
DeAndre, maybe one of the best moments or stretches in your career was playing pick and roll with Chris Paul. What are you looking forward to when it comes to playing pick and roll with Luka Dončić, and how big of a part of your job with this team do you think that specific role is going to be?
I've proven myself that I dominate best with playmakers, and I'm here once again, and I'm much older now, and the game is much easier to me. And just playing alongside Luka is going to make a lot of things easier. It's the true nature of the game, and we're here just to emphasize that even more.
You mentioned the word pressure. Is there a sense of you that you need to prove that pressure is not a big deal for you? You can handle this situation coming up?
Honestly, pressure is a privilege, and I'm in the right place to be, where everything counts, and the fans wants us to win. And I'm here to just add to that legacy on bringing a title here.
Taking you in with the LA Times, speaking to that legacy, especially here at this franchise, what does it mean to you to be wearing this jersey and the pressure of this city specifically?
Like I said, pressure is a privilege, and just to be in this environment and this city that holds as a unit, that really cherishes this organization. It's hard not. It's like black and white. It's hard not to to tell what they're going for and what's the goal. And I don't make it too complicated. Just staying in the gym every day and just staying consistent, proving to the organization and my teammates, that I'm ready to do it.
DeAndre, what have you learned about JJ as a coach just over the past couple of months since signing with the team and his coaching style?
He's very straightforward. He's serious in what he says he meant, and that's about it. He didn't really say too much. It was just more like, just handling our team workouts the right way, and just us being on time and doing what we're supposed to do to get ready for training camp.
DeAndre, you've been the primary rim protector on a team that made the finals. How do you see your skill set defensively fitting in with this group and with JJ's scheme?
Well, now all pressure is on me, and I'm a little older now. Like I said, the times where I was the only big and protecting the rim, I was pretty inconsistent and didn't really know the tricks and trade of the game, really, especially playing that high of a level. And now it's just terminology where I can communicate on the court and just know where I'm at on the floor, and just controlling the game from the get-go. It's much easier now because I'm competing, and I'm wanting to compete every night. So it's way better now.
Hey, DeAndre, over here on your right. Hey. This is kind of the first time in your career that you've gotten to choose your own destiny to a good degree. I was just wondering, what that experience was like for you, what that decision-making process was like for you, and if it gives you any sort of sense of invigoration, I guess, that you chose to be here, it's intentional, and you kind of get to choose your own adventure from this point forward.
Yeah, it was an opportunity that I know for sure I wasn't going to take for granted. Like everybody said, pressure, yes, is what I wanted. Waking up every day knowing that it's counting, and, knowing that I'm a part of a legacy that wants to win a championship. Being around guys and great athletes like Luka and LeBron, just, embracing that and, just, feeling that aura and just, being a part of it and not taking it for granted, it makes me want to work even harder, and, it's just helping me embrace everything even more.
Hey, DeAndre. Right. Just looking at the offseason, were there specific things that were important to you, whether in your game, once you decided also to come to the Lakers, how you could just fit in so seamlessly?
Yeah, just being consistent and sharpening my tools, sharpening my game, getting ready for whatever role they want me to play. If they want me to score, rebound, protect the rim, no matter what it is, I'm ready to do it.
Hey, DeAndre, what's your history with LeBron, from growing up watching him as a kid to being in the NBA against him to now getting to be his teammate?
Well, growing up watching him, I always thought of him as a leader. I always looked at him, every team he went to, how he led teams that made guys great. And, that was his goal. One of his goals, even have it in the interview I used to watch through high school. Just, him just wanting to lead and him being that leader. And, obviously being competing against him throughout my career, it was always like a movie playing against Bron. And, now that I'm his teammate, it's just surreal. It's just, you here and, talking basketball and, being next to him and Luka it's not a dream no more.
Deandre, fair or not, the perception of you, your reputation around the league, taking a little bit of a hit over the last couple seasons. How much do you look at this year as an opportunity to sort of change that conversation?
It's the biggest opportunity I can say of my career. Some people say it's my last leg. Some people say it's my last chance. It's the opportunity that I can say I'm truly not going to take for granted. And, it's almost like a wounded animal. I feel all the tension, and I know where I'm at. I've been in the gym every day. And like I say, I'm somewhere where it counts now. And I'm happy that everybody get to see it. And I'm happy where as a player as myself, I get to, get a chance to prove something big on a big stage.
Hey, DA, as a follow-up to that, what has been the messaging specifically around that narrative to you from LeBron and Luka heading into the season? What is it like entering into all of that, having them to lean on?
I feel like everybody here has something to prove in a big way, and, the chips is on all of our shoulders in a way. And not to say this is the Lakers, and, the expectations are pretty high. And, every night is competing to the best of our abilities and doing what we can to bring and add to this legacy.
Yeah, I wonder with you and Luka, do you guys have some shared energy when it comes to having a chip on your shoulder right now? You've got the history of the draft, history with the agency, and the last couple of years that you've had. Is that something where y'all connect in terms of trying to prove some folks wrong right now?
Yeah, only actions can show. You see how much work he's put in to see where he's at, and how he's really just embraced being a true professional, and showing and telling what he's about, changing his whole body and his mindset. And me, you guys have an angry Ayton, where I've been disrespected most of my career and just been doubted. And I'm here where all is that behind me, and I can add all that fuel into winning and playing alongside Luka.
Deandre, what's the mental challenge for you to playing alongside Luka and LeBron?
Huh?
What's the mental challenge for you to play alongside Luka and LeBron?
I don't know. The mental challenge, I don't know. I'm just embracing every opportunity. Like I said, there's nothing I'm not ready for, because I've been in the gym consistently, just preparing and just waiting for my opportunity to come. It just so happens that I'm here on the Lakers on the biggest stage, and honestly, I'm just embracing everything, just adding to the puzzle, and just want to just contribute the best way I can.